everyone, I am Mike of Mike and Test Play, and welcome back to the Pokemon Yellow Immortal Pikachu Nuzlocke. Last time, we, got to Cinnabar Island and kind of wandered around for a while. And this time, we're in Cinnabar Mansion. And we're gonna hope to catch this Grimer. Can it live a peck? I think it can. I think you can do it, Grimer. I believed in you poorly. Well, we missed a catch here. I should not have done that. It's fine. As long as we catch the last catch of the game, we can still get... That was bad. That was a bad move on my part. Oh well. We're gonna switch up shorts because we got some stuff to do here. We're gonna be going through maybe all of the mansion today. I have no idea, honestly. It depends on how long things take. And there's some trainers here. And we're well below Blaine's level cap. Blaine's level cap and Giovanni's level cap are just right up against each other. So I just want to kind of, you know, give myself some room there. And see how things go. Immortal P's hit the cap, and that's the important part because Immortal P has a tough fight coming up. Either in the next episode or the one after that, depending on how long it takes here. So... yeah, so last time we had kind of a disappointing story time, and this time I don't have a better one, because Gen 6 would be... you know what? I should get Q some levels. Q is going to have a tough switch in, at the very least. So I want Q to hit at least like 52-ish, so Q will get most of the levels here. So anyway, so Gen 6 is X and Y. I have something of an interesting Nuzlocking history with Gen 6, because Gen 6, XY, I do consider the easiest games in the franchise. Pretty easily. So, the first time I decided to Nuzlocke them, I thought, hey, I'll do it, like, I'll only allow myself one Mega Evolution. I'll see what I can do, you know. I'm not gonna, like, build a super team or anything like that. And I do remember I started with Random Draw Froakie, who I actually don't consider the best starter of Gen 6. Clearly the best Pokemon, but for the in-game, I actually think Chespin's the best one. Oh, hey! Actual story time. The history of Mewtwo. But, yeah, no, I actually have Chespin as the best in-game starter for Gen 6, which... I have reasons for it, but this is not the time or place for that. And so I started with Froakie, so the Pokemon from Professor Sycamore? Yeah, the Kanto starter, basically. Ooh, wait. Hey! You've reached max happiness! There we go, Immortal P! Even after dying so many times. You know what? You're gonna be even happier now, because here's a calcium! So, you know, I went with the smart call, got myself a Charmander. It was, I believe, X version, so it eventually became a Mega Charizard X. And I didn't lose a Pokemon. Just the whole game. Can I read this from this side? Yes. You gave birth to Mewtwo. And I love that this burglar doesn't, like, spot me. He's just, like, wandering around. But yeah, I didn't lose a single Pokemon in the game. Which was kind of like... I was thrilled. It was, I believe, my first Deathless Nuzlocke. But for a first Nuzlocke of a game, I was a little bit disappointed in it. I did it a second time, this time starting with Chespin and getting myself a Blastoise, so, you know, my all-time favorite Pokemon was on the team. Also went Deathless. Third time I attempted it, I tried what I call a... bad Pokemon run. It wasn't truly bad Pokemon, but I will say that the team included like, it was a Nuzlocke, but I went after specific Pokemon. I had a Wormadam in its, I believe it was a Sand Cloak. A Bibarel. Yep. And I remember I had a Pidgeot that was only allowed to use special attacks and couldn't Mega Evolve. So, you know, not the best. And then I had a Venusaur. I did not use the Fennekin, but I did have a Venusaur as kind of like a, alright, just so I don't die, option. And I did finally lose a Pokemon. And it was the Venusaur against Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. So, first 3 runs I had of that game, I lost 1 combined Pokemon, and it was to the champion's ace on a crit. It landed a crit Psychic against my, well, Mega Venusaur. I allowed myself to Mega Evolve when my opponent did. So yeah, crit again by a Mega Evolution, the ace of the champion, was the only loss of the run. Oh hey, a Magnemite. I should not have queue up for this. Stu, wanna help out, buddy? That's fine. So yeah, and I actually had a 4th run of the game, which was in the Revenge Unlock I've talked about. Sort of, I've hinted at it here and there. Weird format. Where I also went deathless, with only 5 Pokemon. Because it was... There were weird rule set quirks about that game, or for that run, and I only had 5 Pokemon. Actually, only 4 of them until Victory Road, where I had to add a Fearow to the team, who then barely survived the Elite Four. But no deaths, no deaths for the 3rd out of 4 attempts. So I don't consider them. I consider X and Y, it's not that they're bad games. I do believe they are the weakest in the franchise, in my personal opinion, even though Mega Evolution is my favorite gimmick, outside of regional forms, which are definitely my favorite gimmick. But they're not a gimmick, they're here to stay, so I'm loving that. But yeah, that's just my personal take. But I do believe they are definitely the easiest games of the franchise. And you're also going to have electric types, so I'm just going to bring Stu up front immediately for you. And so I don't believe it is the best game to Nuzlocke first. Actually, there's a good time to talk about that, because there's not a whole lot going on. I'm just exploring the Cinnabar Mansion, which I love. I love Cinnabar Mansion, but it's not the most interesting. You're a level 29 Electrode. You killed Fluffums by killing Immortal P, and then technically he killed Fluffums. But still, if I had Stu up front then, wouldn't have lost Fluffums. Yeah. Hey, a Weezing! You don't have Levitate yet. So anyway, so I believe that the best games for a first-time Nuzlocker are either Fire and Leaf Green or Black and White. They're just very well-balanced games. They're not super easy, so you will have to learn how to, kind of how to Nuzlocke in a way. But at the same time, they're not tremendously difficult in that... actually, who could use the speed? You know what? Q, why not? They're not tremendously difficult enough that you're at great risk of wiping all that often. So they're just very well balanced games overall, and so that's where I feel like they're the best options for if you've never done a Nuzlocke before and you want to just try it out. That'd be my recommendation. Start with the more Blizzard TM, excellent. Start with the more balanced games where you're not going to probably die, but you might have a loss or two, and you can kind of experience that and understand why it stings in the Nuzlocke to lose a Pokemon. And if you want an easier time, XY, Oris, and Sword and Shield. are definitely the recommendations. If you want to ease your way into it, like if you want it, but you're not very confident in your Pokemoning skills, but you want to try a Nuzlocke, which I don't know why you'd be watching this series if you've never tried one. But hey, maybe it just seemed interesting to you. So I hope some people are who haven't done one before and would like to. But yeah, those would be my recommendations. If you're confident and you want to try it, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Black and White. And if you're not very confident in your skills and want to just, try it in an easier way, X and Y or Sword and Shield or Oris would be my strong recommendations. Honestly, add Ruby Sapphire to the balanced first try list. The original Nuzlocke was Ruby, so definitely a solid option there. If you're looking to just torment yourself, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, brutal battles there. Regular Sun and Moon, super tough. Black 2, White 2 can be crazy tough. Platinum, Emerald, these are the super tough games. Red, Blue, Yellow, kind of wonky, because if you know the Gen 1 mechanics, you can do well. Yellow obviously has some tricky stuff here. I've lost, 7 Pokemon. I'm doing ridiculous movesets, so this is far from a normal experience. But they're there. Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I'd say are definitely more in the tough set, just because certain of the, Whitney, Whitney, Claire, Morty, Gold, Silver, Crystal. There's a lot of tough ones in the Johto games. So I'd say they're more for more experienced or more confident players as well. So yeah, that's kind of breakdown. Scarlet Violet, I have not Nuzlocked yet, so I cannot give a reasonable answer. I consider them among the tougher games if you're doing all of it. Obviously, some fights are a lot tougher than others, depending on what parts of the game you want to do. But I was quite satisfied with the challenge level for those. So, those are kind of my recommendations. And I'm realizing that we got through this place in like 12 minutes. This is kind of crazy. What should I do now? Because I don't want to go fight Blaine right away, because I'd rather Blaine and Giovanni be in different episodes, to be frank, and I feel like we wouldn't have time. So you know what? I'm gonna do some grinding. Some on-camera, it's not really grinding, but like I could stand to earn some levels here. Q could definitely use some, and the basement here should have pretty decent Pokemon to grind against. So we'll just chill out for the next, I don't know, 6 minutes? Yeah. I'll do some on-screen grinding for the first time in a very long time for 6 minutes. I don't have like a goal. I'm just gonna have Q battle things until Q gets tired. Missed the catch here already, so hey, level 49, alright. Worth it. And Q becomes the first member of the team to hit all 100 in the stat. That is impressive, I think, because I don't think Fowler got there in speed. No, 96. And Stu, did you hit that? No. Low defense. So yeah, Q, our most balanced team member. Who saw that coming? You know what? It won't be Q grinding up for the next 5 minutes. It'll be Shorts, because we haven't seen Shorts a lot lately. And boy, the checkers are like, whoo, a little much. I hope this is not causing you difficulty. If it is, there will be nothing else that actually happens in this episode. I'm not going to tell a story at all. Maybe I could rant about something, but I don't have anything Pokemon related to rant about right now. We've actually been watching the Journeys series. Lily is loving it. Lily is if there is one thing I'm doing as a dad, we're trying very hard not to like push Lily into things. We want her to be able to develop her own interests, and she's 17 months old. She's starting to develop those, and we love it. But like, that's a level 40 Raticate. That's pretty cool. But like, we don't want to push her into liking things except Pokemon. I made Pokemon the exception. I really hope that she grows up to enjoy the series, and she is loving it. She's got books, she's got a couple plushies. There are like so many Pokemon books for little kids for like baby level reading. It's awesome. And she's got a couple of plushies, including the original 3 Kanto starters. She did the little selection thing when she was a lot younger. She chose her starter. She chose Bulbasaur, which there's no wrong answer, but you know. So that was a ton of fun. I loved that. She chose Bulbasaur and has since played with Squirtle more than the other two, but every once in a while she will just hold Charmander or Bulbasaur for like an hour. So she's loving those, and she's been loving just... She doesn't like watch TV because we're, you know, we know that that's not great for her development and everything. Yeah, ditto. It's kind of cool. Failed nude clone. But like, we've been kind of watching Journeys as like, it's just kind of on in the background. We want her to consider screens to not be all that interesting, because we think that screens are kind of not a problem, but like a lot of kids, they become addicted to screens too young these days. And so we're doing our best to avoid that. So we kind of have TV on in the background as a, hey, there's this thing, but it's not all that interesting. It's kind of our strategy for it. So we're so far it seems to be working. She doesn't seem too enamored with screens. She's liking her books and you know, interacting with toys and playing with, I mean, Mommy and Daddy are her best toys, but you know, that sort of thing. So you know, we're loving that. But anyway, we've been watching Journeys. It's you know, it's nice to have on in the background. I'd never seen it before. I stopped watching the anime and, gosh, midway through Time and Pearl, honestly. Yeah, I didn't even see the Paul versus Ash fight. So, you know, that I've been told is the best battle in anime. Or in the Pokemon anime, obviously. But it's been fun watching, you know, like watching Ash as a champion level trainer. It's been kind of cool, you know. He still doesn't understand type matchups, but neither do the writers of the anime for some reason. Every once in a while they'll be like, haha, this move is super effective, and then they'll be like, but also ice type against this fire Pokemon. Woohoo! You know, Go defeats a Milotic with his Raboot. I mean, technically it evolves into Cinderace during the battle, but like, he's like, I'm only gonna use Ember here, and I'm like, but Milotic. Ember's not good there. Fire is not very effective. Milotic has great defense. Why? And then in the next episode, they're like, see, I used a grass type against your ground type, and I'm like, but that didn't matter last time. So it's fun, but also, like, why? Where's the consistency? Just consistency is good. I like consistent stuff. Please not quick attack. Ow! Fine, I'll water gun you. And I'm disabled no more. Whatever that's worth. Hey, Short Sit's level 49. All right. We're getting some, you know, some experience here. We're hitting some levels. You know what, Bobobo, you're probably real close because you did a ton of stuff. Yeah, one battle away. Let's get Bobobo up a level. Why not? We're just doing some weird little grind here at the end of an episode. And a Muck, that'll be worth a lot of experience. Level 41. Sheesh. Found my next grinding spot the next time I need one. I will still need grinding. I mean, there's no question of that. Even if we don't lose a team member, we're still gonna need to grind pre-Elite Four. But hey, now the whole team's at least 49. That's something. You know, I'll take it. Yeah. You know what? I'm feeling good about these levels right now, and I'm gonna use an escape rope because we have 6 of them. I'm unlikely to need all of them. Why not? Alright, so this is a weird episode. This was probably the weirdest episode of the series so far. We're getting towards the end, kinda. So, you know, if you stuck around this long, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of on-screen grinding. It is good to show that in Nuzlocke every now and again, and hear all my wild opinions about things. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this one, and next time we have a secret key, so Blaine awaits. So we will see you then, and until then, don't. Good luck in your Nuzlocks, I guess. Bye.
Pikachu!